you know, keep my team together and still intact and still believing in me and all of that. So it was like, you know, I lost a few, didn't expect that. Lost a few, had to kind of plug in certain players in different places, and that's it, you know. But I'm happy that I had that time to like live and learn myself and fall in love with life, fall in love with myself. I got to experience a lot of things. I even got a bit of like anonymity, you know what I mean, out of it, which I didn't expect, you know, but I guess because it was so long, like I was able to like live freely and like dwell in the world as just a regular person. So I really did appreciate all of that. And I learned so much. I grew so much. I could never regret the time away, even though I know my fans were upset. And yeah.
There's some questions in there.
Okay, what we got?
I know you have access to the questions as well. Somebody saying, I mean, please ask her why she doesn't tell her Beyonce loving haters to listen to her songs with Jay-Z. Like,
I mean,
on, man.
Yeah, we can.
We can skip that.
How do you feel about getting a? I'm gonna say this: I do music for who loves me and who loves my music.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's just it.
Let's just go over that. Somebody also says, how was the feeling collaborating on this album, and also it's been your first comeback after you went for a break? Is it your first comeback after you went for a break? That's what they ask.
Yeah, I mean, basically because I haven't.
Would you like us to build you an automated Amazon store which allows you the freedom to live?
I've done other features. It would be like, you know, somebody's EP or just a feature. It's just a single they were just throwing out. You know, it wasn't anything like an official release like this. And it felt amazing, to be honest. I feel ready. I feel like it's time. I feel like God is telling me that it's time. Kind of like how this whole thing came about. It was like, okay, so, you know, when the universe or God or the source, whatever you want to call it, him, her, whatever, you know, when certain things line up in a certain way, and you feel like things are being divinely orchestrated, you have to say yes. There are certain times in your life when you just know that God is working and he's opening up channels and he's, you know, orchestrating, and all your only job is to just
stay tuned,
acquiesce to that. Say yes. So
see the question on the somebody saying, how are the artists able to sustain their music for this long and they look the same all these years? How do you do it? Like, they literally think, you know, how? I don't know. I don't look the same. I've been changing or transforming.
Yeah, I don't feel like I look the same either. I mean, but maintaining my youth, I guess that's a God thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I look the same. Although, no, I haven't done any surgeries. I'm so tired of hearing that. My nose is still the same big old nose that y'all been seeing. I just learned how to, like, you know, keep the lines close. I didn't contour in the beginning of my career. I knew nothing about that. So things can look a lot different when them lines get right. When you contour the right places, you highlight the other places. You know what I mean? Anyway, can she come here to perform for the Beam concert? Hey! We already talked about that, right, Stone?
Yeah, so they need an answer. Can you come?
Yes.
It's a simple yes or no.
Yeah.
So it's a yes, right?
Yeah.
Big yes. All right.
That's a yes.
That's
when
a
is
big
it?
yes.
When is it? When is it?
It's usually in December, you know,
Okay.
so we're going to set the date. And then...
I'm sure our international traveling will open up by then. So yes,
it should definitely.
As long as there's nothing Corona related, I will be at the Beam concert.
Definitely so. Definitely so.
Does anyone have a question for Stone? Because I feel like I'm talking.
No, it's
way
my
more than you.
No, it's my people. It's me and my, I'm just trying to send the question. I'm just trying to send the messages.
Miss Keri. Okay, why Stonebwoy? Why did you choose Stonebwoy for your first African collabo? All right, I'll tell you why. So I was on the plane. I was leaving LA to come to Atlanta. And I met a guy named Dusty D. Shout out to Dusty. And we were just talking on the jetway. Something happened as we were boarding the flight. We were just talking. He ends up saying, "Hey, you know, I'm friends with Stonebwoy and Sarkady." And I was like, "Oh, I've heard of them. I know them. I know their music. They're really dope." And he was like, "You know what?" He was like, "You should, you know," because at first when we talked, he didn't know who I was. I'm sure I didn't look like quote unquote Keri Hilson, or maybe he did. I don't know. But then he eventually said that. I, he said something like, I think he called you, right? Like when we landed.
Exactly, he did.
Yeah.
He
So
did. He
while
did.
we're
I
on,
was, yeah, yeah. I was
yeah.
asleep